everyone. I am back. I'm gonna work on my projects more. So I just recently learned about world position offset, with which is in the what is it, like the material blueprints and material functions. So I definitely want to add those features to my game. So let me see, where am I? All right, so but before that, I just want to check. Um, Check to see if uh, the pickup item is working. So I did work on adding cards to the game finally in the previous videos, but this time I actually added them to the game in the main blueprint. So okay, here's one of them. And so the reason why I want to use world position offset is because I actually want these cards just floating in the midair here to uh you know to change their position, like to not just float here um, stationary. Right now I don't have any desks or drawers or tables that I can put the cards into or onto. So I've decided to just have them float in the middle of the air, just like first person shooters where you have, like, I don't know, health items, health pickups that just float in the air. I think this is a little too high, but so yeah. So with world position offset, I can actually get this moving, and I'm really shocked at that feature because yeah, it really allows me to keep my game as efficient as I can keep it. So right now, let me see, what is it at? So, ah, I mean, 166 frame per second is still pretty good, but I used to have it at 190, but that's okay. Let me turn that back off. I don't think I really need it. But yeah, so I just recently added the code for this, the blueprint nodes for this. Let me see if I can go back there. And I'm in playtest right now just to test it out and see if it's working. And in this case, it definitely looks like it's working. All right. But again, the thing is, I don't want it to just float here, doing nothing. I actually want it to, like, slowly bounce up and down, like, and rock back side to side. And I want to give it, hopefully I can try to give it like particle effects. And also I definitely want to try to have the seeker interact with it. Instead of, right now it's not doing anything, you can just walk right through it. And I want it to, as a seeker walks into it, the card will disappear and go into inventory. Right now I don't even have inventory set up, but yeah, I want to add all those things with well, definitely the animation of the card with world position offset. So again, the way that works is this card right here right now is an instance, is a copy of the static mesh, so that if I decide I want 1,000 of these cards just floating throughout the map, Pac-Man pellets or something, then it won't be too heavy on the CPU or the GPU. In fact, world position offset uses the GPU, which is it takes a lot of load off of the CPU. So it's supposed to be very optimized, but we'll see. I'm planning on only having 3 of these, so this is the first one that I found. I don't really need to go look for the other 2 right now, but I just wanted to make sure that they're up here, and if this one is spawned, then the other 2 are spawned randomly throughout the 4 decks. But I don't really want to go look for it right now. So let me go ahead and see if I can stop this. And can I get back? All right. So see if I can get into. So where am I? All right. So if that's the floor, then I'm on the south side. I just want to see if I can test. All right. So let me use this area because it's not an area that it's not blocking any of these exits. The exit from here, from these spawn points. So right as I come out of a spawn point, I can test it. I don't really want to put it into a spawn point because the spawn points are random. So if that spawn point is not chosen and I put the cards in there to test, I can't test them. So I'm going to put them out here. Let me see. Oh, okay. So I got to go to mesh. And again, I've already set up these cards. If you've seen, I can't remember which stream it was, which day it was, but I did set up the cards. So these are the cards, the cosmic cards. I'm only going to use these. I gotta scale these down. Let me test this other one. Let me see. I did add some glow to their edges so that I get like a golden gilded edge and a cyan gilded edge. See, move this. Actually, no, I don't think I can move it. Let me go with negative 400 maybe. Yeah. And then for this one, negative 200. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and let me just move it up. And let me see. The cards, yeah, the card backs look fine. You can't really see this. Oh, yeah, you can see the side, kind of, sort of. See, it's supposed to be golden edge, and this one is a cyan edge. The whole idea is that they're supposed to have different rarities. So if they have a blue edge, it's rare. Where if they have a golden edge, it's legendary. And then if they have the purple edge, it's epic. But I don't know, I'll set all of that up later. Right now, I am going to use world position offset to get these to start moving instead of just sitting here random stationary. or floating stationary. Let me see if I go to the materials section, head down. So all of these is what I want. I want these. This is where the card back. I'm gonna have to do this for every single one of the materials. You don't have to do it for the instances because pretty much the instances are, well, they're instances of the materials. So you only need to change the materials. So since these cards, I've already set them up to have, you see, like multiple materials, then I'm gonna have to change all of the materials so that they're in sync and working together. Because if you only add the animation logic to one of the materials, then the others, that it'll just sort of, it'll mess up the imagery. So like say if I put it on the front side, it'll just move the front side, whereas the back side won't move, or the third material, which is the edges, won't move. So that is where material function comes in. Just like any other function, you can just create a container of logic that you can use. You can use anywhere. You can just call the function in any of these three, and they'll perform whatever the function is, and it should be in sync. So let me go ahead and see if I can start that. So right now I'm in materials. Let me go ahead and just do it out here. Got vortex. And okay, I don't know if I can do this. So let me recreate that. So I just go into material down here, and we have to look for material function, right? So I'm going to call this mif bounce and open this up. Okay. So here I can start adding the logic. Let me see. Okay, so I want to add, I don't know, can I use this? I should be able to use this. Dun, 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 dun. How am I going to use this? I'm going to just click on one of these and then click on the actual material. And so, oh, here it is. The world position offset allows for the vertices of a mesh to be manipulated in world space by the material. So it'll look as if the card is moving, but actually it's just the material that's moving, and the actual card itself is, stationary. So it's going to stay in place, which is fine, because again, if we're using the actual card mesh, it's going to take up CPU sources, whereas with the world position offset here, it'll just use the power of your GPU, which is way more efficient and optimized than using the static mesh or the actor within the world level. So let me go ahead and try to set that up. So I got this. I don't know why this is closed. Okay. I changed the tiling. Okay, I don't remember exactly, but I'm just gonna let that one go. So let me start off with hitting 3 and then click. It should open a constant vector 3. And let me see if I add this right now. What will it do? Nothing. I think I need to change this. Okay. Did it mess with this yet? Yes. Yes, it did. As you can see, it stretched it beyond the gilded edge. So now that's working. Alright, so that's on the z-axis. Let me go ahead and add time node. Is this correct? Into assign. And definitely want to multiply these. And then connect that to the world position offset. Okay, so there we got the bounce that I want. A little tiny bounce. It's kind of fast, so we can use another multiply. So right now it's a speed of 1. So if we want to slow it down, we can. So that's half the speed, which is too fast. I don't want it to bounce that fast. Alright. So let me just use a constant to put that in there so that I can change that later. Okay. Yeah, apply that and save. Alright. Okay. It's bouncing up and down. But you can still see the other material, which is two-sided, so that's why you can see both sides. And this is why we actually want the material function, so that we can connect them to these others, and so they can bounce as well. So let me see if I can do that. Actually, let me just connect this first. I want to So that was the up and down bounce, but now I want it to rock side to side. Or at least spin. So we definitely want to rotate. Right? Let me go ahead and duplicate this. Right. So this one we can put in object pivot point, and we can put in the position. And yikes, we're gonna need all of that. So let me just duplicate this and have this set as the rotation angle. Let me test it and connect that. Okay, looks kind of strange. I don't actually want that. Okay, so I am definitely going to have to change some of these numbers because I don't want it to okay, so why does it shrink and grow and shrink and grow? It should not be doing that. It should just be let me see. Do, 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 do. Slow this down. Okay. I'll take that. Okay. It's even slower. That's even better. I wanted it to be very slow anyways. Okay, yeah, this is better because I don't want it growing or shrinking to 10. Just keep it at 1 where it'll just spin and that's it. I prefer rocking side to side, but oh wait, let me see. Yeah, this is good. This is good. It's nice and slow, and it's rocking side to side. So now that I got to the up and down and the side to side, now I just need to combine them. And that should be Okay, much better. Want it to be like a slow spinning and bouncing effect or animation. Alright, so I'm just going to keep that. I don't want anything more than that. So let me just go ahead and copy that and put it into my material function. Okay, so now I can place this in all. No, not the instance. I can place this in all. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it in all of the cards. Yikes. But that's okay. Right now, I'm just gonna test only a few of them, or this card, anyways. I'm gonna do all of the cards, so I'll just put all of this here. Where? Oh, no. Where'd it go? Darn it. See. Okay. I'm gonna have to drag this into here this way. So I just replaced it because this has all this code. I just copied it to it. So it's just right there. Oh, I really need to move these wires. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the audio. This. Let me just put this up here. Move this up here. Move that there. do, 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 do. Do it this way. Right. That just organized it a little bit. What more? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I just need to copy and paste these. Don't actually need this one. I just had it in here so that I can test it and see what it looks like. But right, so it's still working because the MF bounce now. The material function actually has the code in there. That's why I need it for here. Oh, it's already connected. Apply that. And what is the other one? I need... If this one is Tarot 2, then I need this one. And I just need to copy to there. Okay, so now it's going to bounce. So now that all three of the materials have the material function bounce, should now allow the entire card in the world level to actually okay, so there we go. Everything's working in sync nicely. Nothing is tearing or anything, and it's not just stationary anymore. Now it's actually bouncing. That's exactly what I wanted. So now I just need to do that for this card. For all these three. Let me click on it. Oh, no, wait. Actually, let me close these. You know what? It's easier if I just open it from here instead. I'll just go down here. This is the original material. I need the second material. And then I also need the gold edge material. And then I don't know how you actually... let me see if I click on this. No, never mind. Don't want to click on that. You see MF, material function. I don't know why my material function is not showing up. Huh. That really sucks. Oh well, I'll just do it this way. I'm just going to drag it into here. Paste that. Drag it to here. Paste that into world position offset. So use the material function and paste it. Connect it to the world position offset. Just going to hit apply. And last but not least, I'll move it a copy of the material function here. Hit apply. That should actually, yeah. Okay, so that's the front side and the back side plus the edges are all moving in sync. So that's what I actually wanted. So let me see now. Just gonna build this. Test it really quick. Well, I can't really quick because, again, the cards are... they're on the other side. I say not really quick because I actually have to look through throughout the rift to find them, because I forgot to show you the code that I actually created to randomly spawn 3 cards in the level, in the rift. So they're going to be spawning throughout the 4 decks. So you actually have to look for them in order to try to escape. So that's just temporary. That's not going to actually be an escape route in the game, but just for testing purposes. I don't have any other items in the game right now other than this flashlight that the character is holding. So right now it's just the cards and this flashlight. So I'm just going to use the cards for now as a method for escape. You just gotta find all 3 of the random cards. I haven't set that logic up yet, but that's pretty much the whole idea. Just for testing purposes, that's not gonna, I don't want that to actually be the in the main game. I just need some way to escape. So since I have the cards already set up, then I might as well just use the cards as a way to Okay, so there's no card there. So that's the only thing is I've already set them up to be randomly placed throughout the procedurally generated rooms. So I actually have to run throughout all these decks, these 4 decks to look for them and see where they are. Just to, okay, here's one of them. That's only the first one. Let me see. And is it doing what we want? Yes. Spinning and bouncing instead of just floating still, looking strange. So that's actually what I wanted. And now I guess I just gotta, because I do want it to sort of chime and have some particle effects around it. And whenever the seeker moves into it, they'll pick it up and the card should disappear. It won't go into your inventory. It'll just go into your card stash. But yeah, so that's just the animation part. Now I gotta go. I don't really need to go look for the other 2 because it could be anywhere. I just wanted to test that it was working. It's bouncing, it's rocking side to side. And let me see if I can continue from there. See if I can add. So, okay, so they're bouncing. And it looks kind of weird that they're in sync bouncing, but that's fine. Because, like I said, they're going to be randomly placed throughout the map or the level, and the seeker won't be able to see that they're bouncing in sync. So let me go ahead and see what else can I do. Try to add. Let's see if I. Yep. Circle song slave. I'm animating. So yeah, let me see if I can show you. No, it won't show up here. But pretty much it's. Is it this? No. I'm using the world position offset in the materials function here. And that allows you to adjust the material since you can't actually see the object, the actual static mesh, and what you see is the material. So instead of moving the actual static mesh, which takes up CPU and all that kind of stuff, you can just do it with the material, which is way less load on the CPU. And the GPU, it can easily calculate the movement of the mesh, the material. So that's pretty much what this world position offset is. I mean, it's offset of the world position of the material. Okay, so, but because my static mesh, the card, actually has 3 separate materials, I have to, do all that code, retype all that code for the world position offset. But instead of doing that, you can just use material functions, place all that code here into one function, and then just copy and paste that function to each of the 3 separate materials, and they will animate in sync, which will make it appear like the card is bouncing and moving with all its separate materials in perfect sync with each other. So it's way so I can have 1,000 or more of these cards, and it'll be very light on the system because the GPU is calculating everything where it's not the CPU, and it should work on like older GPUs as well. I mean, that's the whole reason why I'm not making this game a AAA game, because I really want to play this on my older GPU PC. It's a GTX 960. But yeah, it's a it's not actually animating the card itself. Oh yeah, I was going to show you that. So let me see if I can just go here. I got to select a card. No, that's not it. Where? So maybe it was it. Actually, no, let me see if I can go to the actual card itself. Is it this one? Huh. I was actually trying to. So I see you have a bunch of cards at the same time and are saving processing, kind of like with the grass and. Yes, exactly. This is the same method. Of course, it's not spinning and bobbing up and down. It's the grass is waving, but yeah, that's pretty much what I researched. So it was pretty much the same idea using the grass, except for I think the grass actually has an. Let me see. The grass actually has one set up already. So all you need to do is just set all your constants and stuff like that to let me see. It needs some. Let me see if I can just put in some. Test it. I don't know. Say maybe one. Um, let's see if that what that does. Yeah. So if you can imagine this being grass, it'll look like it's waving in the wind. So that's pretty much the same idea. You're just moving the material. You're not moving the actual grass. And so they actually Unreal actually has a node for that called simple grass wind. You just got to set up your constants, like this constant and this vector 3 constant, and it'll put in the 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 grass flowing in the wind. I mean, this doesn't look like grass flowing in the wind. I mean, if you can imagine this as a leaf of grass. So you just have to like adjust these numbers. Let me see if I can just do that. What will it do? Yeah, well, whatever. If you can get the adjust the numbers, you can get your grass looking right, flowing right, and you can have millions of them using this method because the GPU calculates this easily, as opposed to having the CPU do the whole thing. So yeah, I agree. It's definitely cool. When I was like researching this and looking, I was like, what? This is so much better. Okay, because I was gonna use the blueprint method that would have, you know, caused a lot of load on the CPU. But so let me just reconnect this one. Don't need these, and put this back. What? Let's see. I wanted to find that. I can't remember. Is it this? Ah, oh well. But you can see. See, as you can see, this is where the if I try to zoom in here, this gray outline, that's the actual card. So the actual mesh is not moving, whereas the material itself is moving. So it gives the appearance of the actual card moving, but it's actually just the material. And that's moving because of the world position offset. But yeah, and it's so much more efficient and optimized for your game, especially if you have like thousands of this, the same thing moving and animating. If you had that on the CPU, it's going to bog down the CPU. Whereas if you have it just in the materials, the GPU can calculate that easily. So that's done. I don't need these. Oh, actually, no. I want to keep these here because, unfortunately, I still need to create a blueprint because, unfortunately, I want sound effects and particle effects and interaction. You can't do that with um, the components. Actually, no, I think you can do it with the components. I never tried that. Let me see. Anyways, let me set this up. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, you cannot attach. You cannot attach. Mm, how do you spell it? Niagara. All right, there we go. Niagara. Um, I don't know. It's not. What should I call this? Sparkles. Sparklies. Sparkles. I don't. I don't think this will work. I'm gonna have to. So I do have one set up. I'm just gonna. Let me see. LVUI. Yeah. So it's supposed to look like. I don't know if you can see it. It's supposed to look just like that, surrounding the cards. Let me see. Sparkles. But I don't think that's going to work. And test it. Sound. Media. No. No. That's right. Audio curve. So an audio component that also provides curves to drive animate. No. Audio capture. No. I don't think these will work here. Where is... I need to go back to my main folder. I do have an actual audio folder with all the sound effects. Let me See, I don't know which one. I went to freesound.org and just downloaded a bunch of chime effects. So, let's see. I don't know which one. I don't think I want anything that's really huge. Let me try this one. I don't want a huge sound file. Oh, yeah, oh, here it is. Well, that's actually not it. But I'll keep it in there. Let me see if I can upload. Import another one. Let me try to see if this one will work. Save that. Yeah, I can use this. Maybe. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. When chimes. Create sound cue. Just, let me see if I can open that up here. See if I can mess with this. What if I change this to 0.2 and I change this to 2 minimum? It doesn't need to be that loud. So let's just leave that. Actually, let me see if I change that instead. Yeah. What if I put this one higher? Don't know. Where? It should be enable. Do I have to add a loop? Huh. Do I have to add it? Let me see. Can I? Can't use any of the regular. You can only use these. random quality level. What does this do? Hmm. Substitute. Oh. Huh. Why is... No, I don't want that. I don't think that. Sets up mixer. Don't want that. I actually want to see if I can. What is this? No. Guess I'll just stick with the modulator right now. It's something that I can use right now. Actually, let me just rename this. Uh, this, oops, chimes. Set, uh-oh. I was trying to slow down the sound effect. That's okay. This is temporary just to get something working. So let me see. What is it called? Chime cue. Um, so it already has a looping effect on it. I don't think this will work this way. I have to. I'm gonna have to move this to the actual. See, it doesn't do anything. So I'm just gonna put that back. Don't know if that's gonna work. I think you actually have to put it onto the blueprint. So, yeah, because I don't even see the. Well, maybe I actually have to. I might actually have to run it. Yeah, because I can hear the chiming already. So supposed to get close to it first. I have to look for the card. Suppose I... Okay. Yeah, it's not working. It's not giving me the sparkly effect, or so I'm gonna have to change that. I'm gonna have to remove that. Move it to the actual. Where is it? What did I call it? BP card effects right here. So let me see Niagara. And oh, chimes and so LVUI. Yes, that one. Let me see if that one. Oh, how do I do this? I actually need. Spawn actor from class BP card. The actual I need the X, Y, and Z from here. Do I need? No, I don't need the rotation or anything like that. Says X and Y. Think this. I don't know. What was I doing with these? Collision handling override. Always spawn, ignore collisions. Try to adjust location. Try to adjust location. Don't spawn if still collect. Yeah, just default. Instigator. No. See. Return value. Return value the constructed object. No. So this is going to be interesting. Replication. Instigator. Pawn responsible for damage and other gameplay events caused by this actor. definitely want to see, let me see, how did I do that? See this monster. I don't need to be in that mode. Get the monster. Let me see. Where's the sound effects? Capsule component, collision cylinder, monster footstep audio. Um, I don't need it that loud. I don't need it that loud, but this one is actually going to be too loud. But let me see. I need some of the information from this. Volume multiplier, virtualization mode. Does it? I just need to test it right now. It's going to be too loud though. Override attenuation. Oops. That moves some of these out of the way. Override attenuation. Yeah, because I'm not using a footstep attenuation. Logarithmic? Okay, let's try that. Whoops. Where's that log reverse? Capsule. Box. Cone. I'll just keep it sphere. 3,000 to 44,000. No, 3,600 fall off distance. I don't want to be able to hear it across the map. That'd be too easy. All you'd have to do is just listen for the sound of the chimes, and then you'd know that you're near the cards. So let me try to make it even smaller than that. That might be too low, but I don't know. We'll see. What else? Reverb. Spatialization. So this will only work if it spawns. So spawn actor. I gave it a location, gave it the class. The scale, it doesn't matter because we can't actually see it. Rotation doesn't matter. So let me just go ahead and does this actually, oops, darn it. Oh, it's not gonna show up in here because this is a SATA mesh actor. It's not. I'd actually have to drag this blueprint into the world. But do I want to do that though? Don't want to do that. I only want it, well, just to test it, I guess. Yikes. That's too much sparklies. It's too much. Way too much. Mm. Let's see how that looks in playtest. I'd actually have to find it. And then I'd have to... I should be able to hear it or see some sparklies. Oh, there. There's some... It's right here. There's one of them. You see some sparklies here. I can hear some chiming somewhere. Yeah, it's messed up. I wonder what happened. Did it take the location? Okay, I hear it. As I move away, I don't hear it. And I definitely see it, which I don't want to be able to see it outside of the room. Should stay inside of the room. But where's the card? Do I have to change this? To have it. No, it's movable. Start with tick enable, visible. I gave it location. Rotation at 0. Instance transform. Does this need to be... I don't think that needs to... I don't think the transform scale matters. But... if it shows up in the same place, then it's not actually spawning where the card needs to spawn. Let me see. Where? Oh, right here. It's like in the middle of the procedurally generated hallways. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to see it. Let's go to the other. Hey. Well, I see sparklies here and I can hear the chime. Something happened though, because it... I wonder if it's... blocking the actual card? Hmm. Is it here? Mm. What do you call it? The sparkles are here, the chime is here, but I don't see the actual card. I wonder if the blueprint actor is overlapping the card and blocking it from showing. So if I do that, say it's not visible. See, would the card show up? Hmm. I wonder if I'm bypassing it. Oh, I hear something. Hmm. That doesn't look right. What to do? I really need to research the particle system some more. Never actually really used them before. But when I was researching the animation, I was looking at the particle effects with Niagara, and I never actually really went into it. Where did it go? I don't need it on here. I'll need it on the actual card. The card blueprint, not the the static mesh. So that doesn't make sense. What did I change? I changed something. Oh, the spawn actor, the actual spawn actor. Should I change it at the spawn actor or at the card effects? But if I put that back, default handling. But if I put that back and change the size of the sparkles at, let's see, let's try that. See if I can find it. Find a card. Oh, I hear some. Oh, here. Just looks like a mess, actually. Doesn't look like how I actually want it to look. I really got I really gotta learn about the Niagara particle system. Just try to adjust it. I mean, just for now, just to see if Niagara will start working with this. I'll just have it at like default settings. I don't need that many sparklies, maybe like 20. Or even less than that, maybe just 10. Also, maybe I want it to move a little bit more than what it's doing. It looks just like a mess, actually. A mess and in midair. Also, I actually want it. It's the size of this is too big. Maybe a little smaller. Less less particles, and maybe move it up a little. Well, I'm using the same exact coordinates of the actual instance, the card instance. So I have to adjust that. Okay, the sound effect's cool. Yeah, as you get closer, you can hear it more. Sometimes cards could be in these rooms. Just want to test another card. No, it's not gonna be down there. That's the spawn area. I don't want any cards or any items to be spawning in the spawn area, other than maybe the flashlight. That's it. Not maybe. Yeah, pretty much the flashlight. But it's too dark. I'm just gonna have the characters already holding a flashlight. I don't think there's a card on this level. Check these rooms before I head to the next level. See, nothing in there, so I have to go to the next level. next floor. Every time I play test, the monster interrupts me, so I had to disable the monster spawning so that I can test these changes in peace. So, yeah, I am free to look around and test without the monster killing me, chasing me down. Alright, let me see what's in. I don't hear it. I don't hear a card. Oh, I hear. Oh, here. So this is the second one. It looks just like bubbles. I don't want bubbles. I want more like, I don't know. I really have to research the Niagara particle effects to refine this look here. Just does not look right. The sound, the chiming sound kind of works, but I wanted it to be less chimey, not too like chimey. It's too much. It's too fast. It's like the wind is blowing really fast on the chimes. I wanted it to be less pingy, less chiming sounds, and a bit slower, but higher pitched. Well, I mean, this is good pitch right here, but slower and more metallic sounding. And then for the particles, it just, no. But then again, I'm just testing, so I'll have to research that later. So let me stop this. What is it that I need to do? This. I give it 10. Again, those chimes are just temporary. The effects are just temporary right now. I'll refine them later. Just want to test this one real quick before I move on. So I designed it so that the hallways are always procedurally generated. They're always going to be different every time you load in a new game. No cards down here. So try the second level. They're not going to be in the spawn area. We don't have them spawning there. No. No. I don't think there's any cards on this level either. Oh, there, I can see that. Yeah, something about these particles just doesn't look right. Let me see. If I go back to UI, click on this, or is it this one? This is the actual one I'm using, which is based off of this. If I click on this, loop duration, life cycle mode, complete life particles. So a lot of particles. I don't want spawn rate. Oh, maybe this is. That's very little. Let me see. Let me try that. Went from 50 to 1. I don't know if that might be a little too small of an amount. Let me try. Let's see, I don't know if it's. With the sound effects, you can actually hear it from outside, which, again, I don't want that, but since I'm just testing, it's actually helpful. No, that's just a spawn room. Oh, you know what? I don't think I checked. Oh well. There's others. There's other cards. Hopefully they're up here somewhere. Yeah, here's one. I guess. It's supposed the particle effects are supposed to illuminate the card so that you can actually see the card. Right now it's just dark. Guess I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board with this Niagara particle effects. See if I can try to understand it more or research it more. I don't know why that the sides are doing that weird visual sort of anomaly. Visual, what do you call it? Distortion. I don't want that. It's not supposed to be doing that. I guess it's the effect that I have on it. It's only supposed to reflect the light, not, be. I do have it set up as emissive light, but I guess I can look at that later, some other time. So I could add that, or not add, but fix the particle effects and all that. Hopefully, just gotta research how to actually make it work the way that I want it to. So do I adjust these values here? Like, why are there so many like checks and check boxes and values here, plus on here? Like, is it the same or is it just redundant information? Box size, shape. This might be something. Instead of box, I could have it as a sphere. Oops. Really changed everything up. Let me see if I can maybe it's this one that I need to change. Dun, dun, dun. Looks. Actually, no. Wonder if that's better. Let's see if I could go back. Oh, none there. Nothing there, nothing there. Oh, no, not that room. That's a spawn room. Nope. Looks like I'm gonna have to go to another level. I don't think I saw any cards down on the first level. No. Nope, none there. Down here, this area. Oh, where are the cards? I think this is the second floor already and there's no cards. That means the... Oh, okay, here. There's one. Yeesh, this looks kind of weird. Um, uh, can't, you cannot add any more nodes. Hmm. Well, ah, guess I can't get this to work properly. Before I go, let me add this. I need this thing to have a collision. On component begin overlap. Hmm. Event called when something starts to overlap this component. For example, a player walking into a trigger for events. Oh, yeah. Event called when a component hits or is hit by something solid. This could happen due to things like character movement using set location with sweep enabled or physics simulation. Oh, okay. Maybe like a bullet hitting this thing, and then it'll start the event or trigger the event. Begin overlap. Hmm. Destroy this card. I don't know though, because that might destroy all the 3 cards. I don't want it to destroy all cards. Just this one card. The one instance of the card, anyways. Hmm. Alright. So I'm gonna have to do more research on this part. I kind of feeling I need this though. This event, the on component begin overlap. So that when the seeker walks near it, near the card, it'll, do something like destroy the actor, destroy the blueprint actor. Uh, Alright, let's just leave that there for now. I think that's all I wanted to do really, was just to get the animation going. Add the sound effects and the particle effects. I really, really need to research the Niagara particle effects some more. It looks cool here, but it doesn't look right in game. So gonna have to work on that. And don't think I need this. I forgot. Was there something else I would know? That's just this pretty much. And yeah, I might just head out just because I think I got the animation effects that I want right now, except for the particle effects. So that will have to come later after I do more research on it. And other than that, thank you guys for joining me. So, pretty much got the animation working, and I'm gonna have to work on the Niagara particle effects and the interaction pickup system later. So thanks for coming along and checking out my progress. Catch you guys next time. Take care.